So we already have a mobile application, and a lot of our users access Workday via mobile devices already, both Android and iPhone. So with faster connectivity through 5G, that'll help those users, and we can deliver more and richer content to the mobile devices. So we're very much looking forward to 5G being widely available. Yeah, so some of our applications are quite video intensive. So already there's quite a lot of video streaming being done, and we are already in fact using quite a lot of edge computing capabilities for that. So again, I think more edge computing would let us have more video and more rich content. So again, I think we're ready to use that when it comes along. Well, I think that a lot of the processes that companies and people are spending a lot of time on today are quite manual and repetitive, and actually can be handled quite easily by technology and by automation. So I think companies see a lot of opportunities to take a lot of the basic, routine, mundane processes, automate them, have them accessed maybe via assistants or Siri or whatever, and then they can dedicate people to actually doing more highly skilled and useful tasks. So RPA can actually help a lot with efficiency in that regard. So AI, we use a lot in terms of assistant technology, so people can interact with our system using natural language and using assistant interfaces. So that's using natural language processing, speech processing, and that's very powerful. And we use machine learning to help process and understand. There's a huge volume of data passing through our system all the time, and we use machine learning techniques to really analyze all that data and then use that to make the system better and smarter. Yeah, so we have already major investments in both of those areas, and we update our product all the time, every week in fact, and we do 2 major updates a year. And in all of our upcoming releases, we have major investments planned in both AI, machine learning, and RPA as well. So I think what I was trying to do today was contrast 21st century architectures like ours, which were built for the cloud, designed in the cloud, and are able to use all of the modern capabilities of the cloud. And I was trying to contrast that with 20th century architectures, which seems like a long time ago, but is only 19 years. But that's where a lot of our competitors' systems are based. They're not in the cloud, they're on-premise, and they suffer from a lot of challenges as a result of that. It's great. This is the first time I've actually been at this conference, so I'm very impressed with the format. I think the setting up of multiple meetings makes it very efficient, both for the attendees and also for the companies that are attending. Yeah, I have. They feel the same way, because sometimes they come to events and it's disorganized, it's hard to find people, it's hard to use your time efficiently. But I think everyone I've spoken to here, both as a customer and as a vendor, has found it very efficient in terms of meeting people, finding people, making connections, and having productive meetings. So in all, it seems like a good use of people's time. Yeah, everyone thought it was terrible. No, I got some good questions at the end of the presentation, and I've talked to a few people afterwards who wanted to explore some of the ideas in more detail. So it's always a little hard to tell, but I think it seemed to go across fine. Well, a lot of the audience here are quite technical. They're CIOs. So I made some references during my presentation to some of the ways that Workday builds and deploys large-scale systems in the cloud. And a lot of these people are facing similar challenges in their own companies. So quite apart from their interest in Workday as a product, they're interested in how we actually go about building our system and managing our system. So I think there's a lot of overlap there in terms of what we do and what they need to do. So, yeah, tips. Yeah, I mean, learn from our successes and our failures. Avoid making some mistakes, maybe. I think, firstly, we have a lot of customers who are here, so it's a good opportunity to meet senior representatives from a number of our customer organizations. So we've been able to connect with them, catch up with them, which is useful. And also, there's a bunch of prospective customers who are engaged with us at various stages of a sales cycle, and it's very useful for them to be able to spend time with us here. So again, I think it's shaping up well. I think, senior technical people in organizations, they can come here and efficiently interact with a lot of vendors and maybe learn about some new things and maybe get a lot of questions answered quite efficiently, all in the same place. Yeah, well, I've been in Finland several times now in the last 12 months, so I'm starting to get a sense for the people and the economy and the country. So I'm personally finding it very helpful to see how customers here are thinking about the cloud, which is what we're doing in ERP in the cloud. So I'm getting a better sense from my attendance here today of how Finnish companies are thinking about that transition, which is very useful to me. very excited about the Finnish market. We think there's a lot of potential for us here in Finland. It's quite early, but we've got some very interesting customers already here, and we're looking forward to signing everyone else up.